Welcome, ladies and gents. Chris Andre here. You can find me at BetBoxing on Twitter for boxing-related tweets. This is going to be a really quick video. I've actually filmed another video earlier tonight discussing the evolution of the character of Anthony Joshua and how that can manifest itself in the ring. You know, whether it's a positive thing or a negative thing, because in some regards it's potentially a banana skin, and in other regards it's going to really help him. Okay, so that's a video that I think you guys might find a little bit interesting. Hopefully I can get your feedback on that. I really want to make a quick video. This is going to be just a few minutes long. There are a couple of interviews that I want to bring your attention to that you guys need to go out there and watch. Okay, I've put them both on my Twitter account, which is at BetBoxing on Twitter. Please go and find them. Firstly, it's an interview with Teddy Atlas on Joe Rogan show, the Joe Rogan Experience, I think it's called, which I've seen many times before. I really like the fact that they discussed a lot of intellectual topics on the show. It's really good, the Joe Rogan Experience. Anyway, it's a really powerful interview. Teddy Atlas is asked about Mike Tyson, and he basically says, when I consider Mike Tyson's career, I consider it to be a 0-5 career, 0-5. Because, he says, he was such a phenomenal athlete that when you're putting him in the ring against guys you expect him to knock over, that's not really a fight. He's saying that's just an athletic venture. You know, he's essentially overcoming an opponent using an athletic pursuit. And that in reality, the big tests he's had, there were 5 of them, and he lost all 5. So he says, did he have the potential to be a great fighter? Yes. Was he a great fighter? No. And he talks about how, saying, look, you might think you've got a good friend in life, or that you've got a good girlfriend in life, but you never really know. You might think it, but you don't know until that person's tested. And when that person's tested and they pass that test, then you know. Okay? So it's not just an interview about boxing. He talks about life, and it's quite a philosophical interview. It's 22 minutes long. Teddy Atlas getting deep. I love it when Teddy Atlas gets deep. I know a lot of people, he's hit and miss with a lot of people because he's so eccentric, but I love Teddy. I've got to be honest with you. I don't agree with everything he says. Sometimes I'm sitting there thinking, Teddy, what are you chatting about, man? But this is a really powerful interview, and whether you rate Mike Tyson as the best of all time, like a lot of people, as what Hatman would call Tyson fanboys, or whether you consider him to just be a very good fighter, one of the best, or whether you consider him to have underachieved massively, wherever you are on the spectrum, you can't deny the legendary status of Mike Tyson. You have to watch that interview. It's up on my Twitter account, okay? The other one is another interview too. It's on BBC Radio, okay, Radio Play. I've put the link also in a separate tweet on my Twitter account, so you can go and find them both there, at BetBoxing on Twitter. You have to start 9 minutes in, okay, and you might have to create an account. It takes a few minutes. You create a username, they send you an email, you confirm it, and then you can listen to it if you don't already have a BBC account. It's free of charge. From 9 minutes onwards, listen to the interview. It's Frank Warren and Barry Hearn arguing over a potential Tyson Fury fight against Anthony Joshua, and they go at it back and forth. They talk about a split. Barry Hearn gets really angry, refuses to come on the show again. It's brilliant stuff. But yeah, so Frank Warren is essentially accusing Barry Hearn and the Hearns of already trying to duck Tyson Fury, even if he beats Deontay Wilder. That's great stuff. Please go and watch them. When you've watched them, because I don't want to go over them again and again, please leave a comment below this video. Let me know what you think of each interview. Do you agree with Teddy Atlas with regards to Mike Tyson? Don't just comment, please. Don't just listen to this 4-minute, 5-minute video and think, okay, and then no, he's talking shit, he's the best ever. Listen to the interview, listen to what he's saying, consider the philosophy of it, and let me know what you think about Teddy Atlas's statements. Really, really interesting interview. And also Frank Warren and Barry Hearn. Let me know where you stand over that argument. Frank Warren, towards the end of the interview, demands 50-50. Barry Hearn says, no way. Check it out. It's really good. Let me know what you think about that and what the split would be and should be if the lineal champion, who's also the WBC champion, is, and it goes on to fight Anthony Joshua, who has 4 of the 5 belts, what a fair split would be. Thanks for watching. Chat to you soon. I'll upload the other video tomorrow, by the way.